are.
Welcome back. Boom. NDL Weekly, dude. This tis the season of broken hearts and broken dreams. I can speak from experience. Do you guys know anything about that?
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, you know, they do say misery loves company. It is a fact. I'm going to need you guys to love on me and hold me during most of this show. And you will see why. And I'm sure you already know why, but I'm going to show you just like right all up in your face of how bad it went for me. And then we just take a deep breath and we say, okay, what did I learn from it? And I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about, but definitely shit to learn from. I don't regret any of it. There's one that I'm pretty bummed about, but I'm going to make it great. And we're starting in that league. So I will say I have missed the shit right out of you guys. I do want to say something. Justin, how are you feeling, brother? I am desperately sorry that you got hit by a fucking car. I feel so bad. You're like our little brother, you know, and I didn't really get to convey my affection for you and, you know, the sorrow for you getting hit by a motor vehicle. I don't know how anyone gets hit by a car in today's day and age. I'm not sure how you let that happen, but can you briefly just say kind of what happened?
Yeah, so I was watching some World Cup, you know, USA beat England, so that's a win. I'm riding high. I'm going to catch. I watched it at a bar in Salt Lake. I'm going to catch a bus to get to the train to go home, and there's construction all in the areas. All the bus sign was like hard to find. I couldn't find it, right? So I crossed the street, can't find it. I looked back exactly where I was standing, and it was right there. And I was like, well, that was dumb of me. So then the light's still in my favor, so I start.
Were you buzzed?
I had like 2 beers probably. So
okay, nothing.
So I start going back, and the light changes about 2/3 of the way there. I give the little courtesy wave to the second to last car because they're, you know, they were stopped. They saw me. They didn't go, but there was nobody in the last lane. So there was a car coming from down the road that just zipped through. Right when I stepped out from that second to last car, it came through the intersection and hit me.
So like, what was going on? Did you pass out? Did you black out?
I remember pockets. I don't think
okay.
I don't remember everything, so maybe I did.
Bro, you get to tell people in your life that you got ran over by a car. That's kind of cool, right? I mean, you lived and you're fine.
Since there's no head or spine injury, yeah, it's kind of cool.
Right.
I remember.
And I would never say that if you're
until I get
paralyzed.
To they started giving me like good jobs. Then I kind of forget.
You're a little muffled. You're a little wobbly. How are you now?
Good.
Good. Okay.
Talk more about it later so we can get going.
And I wanted to say this because if I'm kind of confused and I talk to you basically every day, you know, and I didn't feel I got the details, I wanted to just kind of I wanted to bring to the surface that yes, one of our NDL Weekly managers got actually hit by a car. Let's really think about that. Is insane. And then I wanted to just make sure you knew that I'm sending you some love and not just saying, hey, you got hit by a car. But
kind of like we did last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't. Yeah. So I just, you know, I wanted to give you a hug. This is. I'm gonna put my finger. Oh, I just wanted to give you some love, brother. Hey, but very happy that you're okay. Very happy to be here. Loved your show last week. Thank you for doing that. I got to go to Disneyland over the weekend. Mother effer, it was amazing. Disneyland is just so good, right, Adrian, with kids?
Yes, it is. It's nice.
God, just
Universal
so good,
too,
bro.
or no?
We didn't go to Universal. I think since we live in California, we don't feel like we gotta like hit all the hot spots.
Right.
Yeah. I do really like Universal. Very different feel, more adulty. You got you know, a little bit older kids, so you guys are doing a couple different things. Universal Studios a little more. I'm still getting like super excited and giddy when I see Goofy, you know, because the kids light that and get lit up, and that whole thing. But yes, it was very, very fun. Adrian, how you living, brother? You feeling a little bit better?
A little bit, yeah. Just battling a cold. When it gets cold here in Texas, it just, you get the cold.
Yeah,
So,
I saw it's colder down there than it is here right now.
yeah, we're gonna hit 18 in a couple days.
Oh, damn.
Kind of cold, yeah.
My sister
Bro.
lives in Dallas and they planned a cruise perfectly, so they left like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And they're gone
Perfect.
for a week.
Oh, bro. Love
Hey,
it.
at least it's gonna feel like Christmas because last year
Yeah.
it was like 74 and humid and it didn't feel like
Mm.
Christmas. So we got some cold weather.
Well, I'm glad, bro. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys are doing well. Justin, don't think that I did not see that beautiful mustache of yours. Last week I saw it. Thanks for pointing it out for me. Today, it just looks good. I like the hair. I'm going to tell you something. It's growing in pretty full. And it looks good. It looks like a man's mustache.
I think it's because of all the positive affirmation you give it.
I love it. How does your girl feel about it?
Negative.
That makes me understand that she is like a normal person,
Yes.
because most normal girls at her age with a boyfriend that is your age doesn't usually have that type of mustache.
Pedophiles.
Now, is it no beard because it's just coming in a little patchy?
Yeah, I
Or
can't get it at all. I can get a little neck action, but it's gross.
thank you for not pushing it, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for not growing it and just thinking it looks good, so you're gonna do it, but it doesn't, and you're doing it anyway. I like it. I have no hair, thankfully. I have a beard. Praise God. I don't look like, I got a penis on top of my shoulders. The being bald isn't fun. I'm gonna let you know. So at least I can grow something on my face. If it ever gets a little out of hand and I need to be talking to, give me some words. Let me know it's getting a little funky and not professional anymore.
It looks good.
Good. Hey, we good? We good? We don't have
Good.
Zach. We don't have Pickle. Pickle, he just gave us I'm out. I can't do it. So much love to you, brother. Hope all is well. Usually you elaborate. You didn't today. So I'm sure it's something you got to handle. Zach gave us 2 days. He's a super prick, so we don't expect him to use communication skills because he's unaware of that route. But everyone is here that could be here. We love being here for you guys. Let's go into the devastation that is GA and fantasy football. Again, we're not here just for fun. We do love giving advice. We do like showing you that it's not just going to fall your way like it just happens to for Todd. And in all the leagues, he just drafts something and then he just shows up in the Super Bowl. Fucking dick. And he just beats me without trading. He just has all his picks like an asshole. Just has all of his picks. And he just beats me and I bend over. Okay. So GA, we got a 16-team league. We're going to show you how to navigate. We're going to show you that sometimes you got to trade and it'll work out. Sometimes it doesn't. So let's go into this is 16-team league, 1 quarterback, full PPR. Well, let's look at the trades that have happened. I'm not sure. I see mine.
Yeah, there's about 4.
Is there 4? Okay.
There's 3 since last week.
All right. So Mache, no, that's Casey. Casey is the Lions. Earl is Seattle. I know this league really well, so I can speak to. I know that Casey is in the, he's in the playoffs. Earl isn't. That's why that one confused me. Anyone confused by that one? I mean, he got value, but he sent away Rashad White when I can't wait till he needs him and I get to laugh at him because I love you, Casey, but why would you do it? Too good of a deal?
I think it was kind of like your trade from the week before where he wanted a first because it's easier to trade to make his next move that's coming up.
I do love how you said that, and you were right. I didn't think about this. That's a good point.
That would be my read on it. He did mention too, like, this isn't my last move, so be patient in the Discord.
And then he did end up having another trade, and
with Adrian.
And he did
With
deploy
me.
it? No, he didn't. Oh, he deployed
No,
one
but
of them. Okay.
He got rid of his and he has the other one still.
So he got weaker positionally, but he gained a first as he's in the playoffs. And then he ended up trading away Madison, Mike Evans, Tyquan Thornton, his first. So it'll be a later first. And he got from you, Adrian,
Kamara,
Kamara,
Tony,
Yep.
Tony,
Tony.
and my 3rd round pick. For
Which-
2023. Which is it?
How do you feel about that, Justin? Because I love it for Adrian.
I don't love Kamara personally, but I mean that's
He had a
He's still considered a stud running back, and if you're making a
$70
playoff run-
salary too.
yeah. And if you're making a
Mhm.
playoff run, I would prefer the Adrian side, but I'm forever in a rebuild in GA, so maybe I'm thinking of it that way. But
Sure.
I'm in rebuild. Well, build.
I like.
Yeah, I heard it.
think-
I heard you say, fucking record it. Did anyone know how to record this? I thought that was a really great trade. I think Casey, getting a workhorse like Kamara, that's a next year move too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Suspended
click
6
on
weeks,
his
so.
team. We're going to cruise through these, but maybe a couple details here and there. See, I don't know if I would have done it.
He did.
I
smoke
mean,
this
he
week,
already
though.
had Montgomery and Stevenson and
Mhm.
Cook.
And Cook, yeah.
I mean, go back to
thought he
the
was gonna
last
make an-
screen.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna make another move. I think that's what I thought
Hmm.
he was gonna do. And I think maybe he tried.
So
Yeah, but how would he move Kamara at that salary?
let's look at it. It's obviously this is hindsight, so it worked out perfect. But he got rid of Mike Evans, which I
Okay.
assume made it so he started Zay Jones, who scored 40. But that's obviously
Okay.
not in the equation. But it is funny how it works out.
We'll get to this last
it-
trade, then we'll hit the
Okay.
game day.
You sure you don't want to skip that next trade? I mean, we don't even really need to touch on. We don't really need to touch on that one because I'm about to really break down the depression. That's going to be quick. I'm gonna be swift, but I'm gonna give you a peek behind the curtain of just how fucking bad this feels. Okay, so good job dealing Kamara in that salary. You got some pieces. I like any kind of rookie first round pick in Thornton.
Right.
New England has a history of missing, so this could be another miss, or he could take a year or two to hit. I'm still holding out hope. I have a good amount of Thornton because you can draft that first round NFL draft player. We got him in the late second,
And he's playing right now. I mean, he is
Oh
playing.
yeah,
but-
yeah.
So that's kind of nice to see.
And Jimmy G
So-
is gonna be on the Patriots next year to throw it to
Dude, what if? Hey, that'd be wait. But I like Mac. What a dick.
him.
So listen, this is what I was thinking. I hit up Jason and I said, I'd like Diggs. And he dicked me around. I gave him a FFS, little, for fuck's sake, why are you wasting my time? And he's like, all right, I'll counter. Then I countered. So he ends up sending me Diggs because I didn't want to start DJ Moore. He's on the injury report. He's got Darnold. I'm not jazzed about it. I'm coming off of something like 14-2 season. I've got a very good team. Go into my team. Oh, well, I just shook it up today. Wait. Oh, I have a trade pending. So I have Dak. I have Chubb and McCaffrey. I've got Ayuk, DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin, Devonta Smith, all decent players. Nothing, no one you're like solid productions coming out. And then I got Kelsey. I've got a good team. Guys, I have a grand total of 11 players on my GA team. I condensed it to get studs. So I end up dealing, go back to the other screen. I end up dealing DJ Moore, a 23 first and a 24 second for Diggs. I accepted it as fast as possible at like 3 a.m. in the morning. And I felt good about it. I also like DJ Moore a lot. I'm sure we all do, right? But I like Diggs a lot more going into the playoffs. So let me spend up, in my
Absolutely.
opinion. Right? So how did you feel when you saw this trade? When you saw it hit your email box, what was your gut feeling?
Adrian, go
My
ahead.
gut feeling was that you're making a move for the playoff, which we'll see later on. I did this kind of the same thing. So you're
Okay,
not alone.
So
And my
Okay.
gut feeling was that's what it costs to get Diggs. Diggs is better than Moore when you're in a playoff run. Good for both sides.
And thank you. So I felt, and I know it's a later pick. It's a 1 QB league. Most of the talent's going to be in the top 10 to 13 picks. I'm hoping I'm later than 13. The 24-second, I think it's a valuable pick. It basically means nothing to me right now because I can get a dozen seconds if I want later. So then you know the story, right? You know the story. Diggs didn't do anything. Allen went and scored 4 touchdowns, 4 passing touchdowns. Guys, I want to look in the camera. What's the worst part? Do you guys know what the worst part is? If anyone knows the worst part, shout it out. If not, tell me to go. What's the worst part?
That you're bald.
That is beyond worse than anything I'm going to say, but not the answer I was looking for.
Okay. I'm out.
What's worse? Adrian, any idea what's worse than me spending up for Diggs? Spending
Losing.
up, maybe.
Spinning
Losing?
up and
Yes.
losing.
Losing. Yes. I'm
Yes.
going to ask what's worse than that. I'm going to chime in. If I would have started DJ Moore, I would have won.
I think you would have lost by 0.4.
Nope. I don't. Please tell me that that's right.
Diggs scored
Because-
11.
Where's Philadelphia? Let's see.
Moore scored 19.3. So you still lose. You lose by like less than a point.
19.3.
Please tell me that that's right.
I'm telling
Is that
you.
right for sure?
Yep, 19.3 and
So wait,
Okay.
19.3 minus.
so 8.3 points. So, yep, you
I
still
would
would
have
have lost.
won, right? I would have
Yeah,
lost.
you would have lost by like
You
a
would've
point
lost.
and a half.
Praise
Makes you feel
Jesus.
better. Makes you feel better.
You know what? That's what this show helps lives. Okay, because I was going to drink a bottle of it. Okay, and it wasn't going to go down smooth. So I do feel better. Thank you for noticing that. I didn't want to dig too much into the details because I thought I just saw. Is it up there? No, I just saw that he had some good yardage, and he scored a touchdown. And my guy really let the world down over the weekend. So I do feel better. I do still think that Diggs, if you want Diggs, you're gonna have to pay that. I also think that Moore has it in him to almost meet his Diggs production next year. So that hurts. But if you're not trying, I would rather lose this way than to look back and say, if I would have made that trade and dealt those picks that who cares about, I would have won. I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
I'd rather play the game, have fun with the game, get depressed, learn from it, and then implement it again next year. I'm good with that. This was my roughest one, but at least I come away with Diggs. And then you'll see I have a trade that I made with Mache. Sucker. Casey. Casey. I love Casey, dude. I really do like Casey. But he already won one. So I gave Mache some firepower. I looked to see if Casey wanted to play a trade game with me, but I didn't see much maneuvering with him. So I went ahead and I hit up Mache. Anything you guys got to say about that?
About the
We
trade?
good? Yeah, about
Yeah.
anything so far before we move on?
No,
Okay.
we're good.
Very good.
You got to do what you got to
So,
do, and you'll see that.
Amen. You're right.
Yeah.
Amen. You know, and you know, Adrian, it's all about the game, right?
Yep.
You want to play, make some moves, get that dopamine rush when you make your trades.
And what's
Some more
nice is because the show before last, Zach was dogging me for not moving one of my first for Godwin. I think you might have
Okay.
had said something too, and it wouldn't have made a difference.
Oh, it
So
wouldn't have made a difference.
no, so I'm glad I didn't make the move,
Okay.
but
Hey,
I kind of had a feeling. So
and you know your team. And yes, I definitely piled on wondering why you wouldn't make that push. But it's good for us to say, here's some advice, and then I defer to a pro, right? You're a seasoned vet, you know what you're doing. If we look back at the tape, you will see a little bit of conceding on my part, just saying, but I did kind of lay it on like, how are you this close and you're not going to make a push? But your confidence behind I got this made me say, you got this.
I saw the future. All
You
I had to
did.
do was look at John Lake's team and I was like, no, I need more than that.
What I
Good for
took
you.
from that while I was listening is that Adrian's a big coward.
Pretty much. But a
So
good coward.
now you keep your pick. You don't have Godwin, right? Which that pick very well could be worth Godwin next year.
Sure.
And Godwin should outproduce that pick forever. But you play the game and you get high off it. And you take that pick and you trade that pick and you build you have that pick make babies, and then you got 4 players for that one. So I get it. Good job. I got beat. Mache beat me. Good job, Mache. All love to you, brother.
So
I hope you go on.
How crazy is it that, beginning of the year, we thought the front runners, Braxton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jason K,
Mm-hmm.
right? Kind of was a front runner,
Yeah.
and you had a strong team.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, and of course, Casey, he was scoring all year long, but man, to have Braxton, Jason K out the first week, that's brutal.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
That is
and
rough.
It's happened to me before too. So I know the feeling. Yes.
Me too, bro.
And Jason
It
scored
does hurt.
70 in the first week. That's just an all-time day.
Oh, yeah, that's brutal. And Mache made some good moves. I remember he deployed a first for Henry. He made a couple trades that we talked about. There were some potent trades. So
should be a good matchup.
he goes on. Yeah, is the Saints Roy?
Yes.
Roy. So Roy, there was some chatter in Discord. If you're not in Discord, vets, get all up in Discord. But there was some chatter, there was some bromance and some rivalry and some all love and some good game after Roy went down to Casey. Roy is class act, always solid. Hope Zach's checking that out and showing some love to he gave a GG to someone in the toilet bowl. I was proud of him for that. But so now Casey goes on to play Mache for the NFC Championship game. We'll touch on the AFC. Can you highlight who they are? What their names
AFC?
are? The Jets.
Yeah, we got Joe.
Okay. Who did Joe
Smoking
beat?
Joe, and Joe beat Brian Hughes.
Oh, my friend. Okay.
Oh, that's your friend that came in. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't familiar with that name, so.
Yeah. He had the first round bye and then got taken out in the next round.
Wow, having the 1 seed and getting beat by Joe. Ugh.
Yeah, I know that's brutal.
A nightmare of mine.
Join the club though. He got initiated and christened real quick by Joe.
Get him on the Discord. What are you doing?
Tony beat James Martin.
Good job, Tony. James, you'll live to fight another day, but I don't know how you even won I think you have a bit of a rough team. I could be wrong, but from what I saw last time, not sure how great that team was and how far you'd go, but good job getting this far, James. Tony, good beat, brother. So Tony goes on. He will play Joe next week in the AFC Championship game. Good luck to you guys. I'm a chatterbox. I'm trying not to be so much, but we're going to go on from there. Anyone have anything else to say? We can talk about their game next week.
Nope, just good luck.
Going to be a good matchup.
Left, which is not me because I suck.
But you guys are building something. Adrian finally, I think it was too late this year, but finally retooled your GA team, and you'll be better for it. I know it'll be good. So that's how GA is looking.
We're going 32.
You want to go 32?
Sure. Let's hit 32.
Hey, well, that's pulling up. Go to the trade screen. But are you still in a few sleeper leagues, Adrian? Did you quit those ones too?
I
am 3 left.
So are you going to stay in those?
No.
I'm excited.
They're just looking for players.
So is that how you got out of the Platinum League that we were in together? You just already found a fill-in mid-season and you just bounced? Okay.
Yeah, the commissioner already found a replacement. So he was like, hey, if you're ready to go now, He said, I got someone to take over. I was like, see ya. Deuces.
Good for you.
I've
So-
got just one sleeper league, and I told my commissioner a couple weeks ago that next year would be my last.
So you're gonna play next year, or
I told him I'd
this year
play
was your
one more
last?
year to give him time to find somebody.
Oh,
So why are
nothing.
you dipping out? Oh,
I just prefer NDL with the salary caps, and the league's very inactive. So
yeah.
I'm just randomly online that's in its second year, and I was like, I'm just not enjoying it.
They gotta respect it, you
Yeah.
know. Couple I'm gonna dip out of. Couple if I have learned that if there's a trade deadline, just not into it. You know, I would much prefer the strategy of staying active through the playoffs. Like I dipped out, I lost in GA, and then I went to the people that were still in it, and I got a trade off to make myself better next year. I much prefer that strategy than just to say, hey, the strategy of build depth at what, every position going to the playoffs? I mean, how did
that sleeper league I have Cooper Cup in it, and the trade deadline was the week before he got hurt, and I was like, well,
oh, me too.
I was the 1 seed, undefeated on the year, and then got hit by injuries, and I couldn't do anything about it.
You know anything about that Cup injury affecting a team, Adrian?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I wish you didn't know that pain, my friend. But yeah. So I told the commissioners, listen, if you guys have a trade deadline, let's work to get one. If you vote against it, it's all love. But most of them, I'm hoping they just vote against it so I can just, I have dreams of just deleting the app, guys.
I use it for my redraft at home. But that's
okay.
Yeah, I have them for my big money redraft league, but that's it.
Yeah, it's a good platform, but these leagues are just too fun.
They are,
right? And it's great because you get to, it keeps the balance, right? With holdouts, there you can't have a super team just remain a super team.
Right.
You know, it needs to make some moves. But all right, so NFC, we had the Bears, which is who?
Me.
Is that you?
That is me. Yeah. Me.
So against John Lake. Okay.
John Lake, yeah.
So what were you feeling? What you just saw that he had just a better solid team.
Yeah, solid. Very solid. I was hoping I would was going to play Joe, but I still wouldn't have won.
Okay.
But I mean, he's got Patrick Mahomes. He's got Ramondre Stevenson, Joe Mixon, Justin Jefferson, Waddle, DJ Moore, who went off for the most part.
He did.
So, yeah. And then, of course, he had Indianapolis defense. They gave him 30-something points. So, yeah, it was done early.
Losing to defenses is going to be something that I will not miss.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's so brutal. And that was that the Saturday morning game?
That yes.
Yeah, it was the first Saturday game.
Yep.
So that just kicked it off in such a sucky way.
Yeah, because he had already 60-something points going in. I mean, just with two players, Jefferson and Indy's defense. I was like, oh my goodness, 60 points.
Was it kind of nice ripping the Band-Aid off during the first game when you thought there was a decent chance you were going to lose, and then just kind of almost putting you out of your misery by the first game? Was it after because there's 2 full days ahead of you and Monday Night Football. Yeah. So you could be in agony and then lose after, 20 games or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But and you kept your pick.
Yeah, and I didn't think I had a shot anyways. I mean, either going up against Joe, I mean, it would have been a lot closer with Joe for sure, but
but still.
It was still, I figured I was still probably 1 year off from maybe doing something, hopefully.
Okay. Well, good job to you for making it. Good job to John Lake for advancing. Then we have Roy and the Super Rebels, which he said this is his, I don't know if it's his favorite league. He called it his baby. So for him to advance makes me very happy. Oh, and he beat Joe.
He did.
Why do we love beating Joe? Is it because he brags and he's just fun about it? Fun about winning, and he wins a lot?
Yes.
Yes, it's because he was so happy to take second place last year.
Yeah, dude. But imagine going to the. Wasn't he in the Super Bowl in 3 of the 4 NDL leagues?
Yeah, he took second
Yes.
place in at
All
least
of
3
them.
leagues. It might have been 4.
Well, I just know that he didn't make the Super. I think he went to the Super Bowl in 3 of them.
Yeah.
I
And
believe.
we all gave him shit for losing all of them, and then he comes
Yeah.
back happy and jolly, being like, "This is a lot of money to help feed my family." It's like, "Fuck you, Joe. You should be sad we lost."
I know. Yeah, let us enjoy this a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so okay. So Joe goes down to Roy. So is Joe in GA? Did he advance in GA?
Nope. Oh, yes, he did. He did.
He advanced in GA. Okay.
Yep.
So the Joe watch continues with him going down in 32. So we'll have John Lake and the Colonials going up against Roy. John Lake, sure, you're a great guy, but we love Roy. I'm gonna get his name right.
And he
But
is
we
not
do
on
love
Discord, right,
Yeah.
John? Because I,
You know, I was about to agree with you, but did he pop up in the last year?
I don't know.
Was it? I know Brandon did. I know there was.
He needs to.
He needs to. I hope he
Yes.
does.
Yes.
John, let us get to know you. So they will be facing off in the NFC Championship game, and then another common. That was wasn't too close. Another common name is Ash going advancing in the playoffs. He ended up beating Renee. Renee went down. I'm not sure really the situation there. They didn't talk too much. It didn't seem like Renee was all that surprised, but she had 135 points, and in this league, that's a lot of points. So to get beat by, she had 135, 145 the week before, going up against Ash,
Ash's team is
152
so good.
points. His team is so good, bro.
Yeah, it is.
His team is so good. Is
AJ
the right
Brown,
answer,
Tyreek Hill, and Justin Jefferson.
Do it.
bro. That's
Yeah.
wild, huh? Yeah. So then Miami Vice is Jeremy,
Carmen.
I believe. Oh, sorry,
Carmen?
Carmen.
Carmen.
I apologize. Yeah, Jeremy is Jets. And then Cole. Oh, Cole did it. Hey, that was a close game. See, that's rough. 2
That was real
points.
close.
Yeah, that's a brutal loss. Click into Carmen's because it's on the lower side of points, still pretty decent, 100 and teens. So he played Aaron Rodgers, probably.
Especially a bummer when you had an offer for David Montgomery in your inbox that you just declined.
He did.
Yeah.
You were trying to deal him.
Yeah, I tried to give everybody Montgomery in the playoffs. Nobody wanted him, and he scores 24 last week versus the Eagles defense.
Oh, damn, that's solid.
Casey took advantage of it
Yeah.
in GA.
Oh, did he?
So he
Oh,
started-
you had
yeah.
him, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I wanted him too. I just couldn't fit him.
He is a bit expensive
I'm
for his
top heavy.
general
Yeah.
production. But,
Well, it was last year. Is that
okay.
when, Adrian? Is that when his salary really got boosted?
No, 2
I know
years
he-
ago,
No, it had to
his
be 2
season
years
really
ago.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay. So Carmen started. Rodgers did decent, 20 points. No, he didn't do very well. He had a bad game. Aaron Jones, he did pretty well. That's solid. He almost had 100 yards. Nope, he had 126 yards. Touchdown. He did have that fumble, but he had 4 receptions. That's super solid. Godwin was solid. CD was good. Terry was fine, 6 for 70. TJ Hawkinson let a lot of us down over the weekend. I know you chimed in on that too, Adrian, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that was rough. But then Cole was too hard. Hurts, bro. He's just
Hurts.
so fun. Guys, he still had 315 yards passing. 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. But then how many rushing touchdowns did he have, Justin?
3.
3, bro. That's stupid.
And he was the second best running quarterback on the field that day.
Oh, really?
Fields was just
Did he-
tearing it up.
But he had 17 rushes, Hurts did.
Yeah,
I
and that's
think
why
I think
Hurts
Fields
was-
had 90 yards.
Yeah.
He must have ripped off.
Did you see the one play, 2nd and 27, Fields had?
No,
I'll send it to you later. He's
fun.
when he gets moving, he's so good.
Fields?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so good, bro. I like him. His lack of weapons and the organization makes me do the trade I went through with in JB, but
I still don't love
I
his
like him a
arm,
lot.
but it doesn't matter if he's running like that.
Say it again.
I don't love his arm. I think he throws it too slow, like his mechanic. Look at me,
Fields.
pretend like I know anything, but it just looks ugly. I think that's my main complaint.
You know who else?
What did
Who else had a super ugly throw, but just lit it up for like a decade and a half?
Brett
Freaking
Favre?
Rivers.
Oh,
Rivers. Good Lord.
yeah,
Shot
fair.
put it, and he just. Yeah, so I don't know. I have high hopes for Fields. I hope he does really well. But Cole, you bested Carmen. Very well done. You go up against Ash in the AFC Championship game. No trades to report. Let's shoot over to NFL. NFL, I don't know if there was any trades. I didn't. I don't think
check
I
that real
had
quick.
any trades. So
I already
NFL.
know. Yeah, I already know that I'm gonna hear from Zach as far as my navigation skills on this thing.
we
Oh, I
we
think
have
it's
blocked Zach.
that's how I
from
would have done it.
Video.
We had one trade.
So one trade, Chris Moore for a third. Next,
All right, let's
we can
move
go
on
into
to
the brackets.
matchups.
I'm sure
Zach.
that someone needed that defense.
Yeah.
But okay, so we have 16 team league. This is half PPR. This does favor running backs or running back type roster. So we have 49ers. Is that Renee?
That is Renee. Yes.
Renee went up against
Tom
Tom.
Bredner.
Is Tom
Your
your
buddy.
friend? Is that
Yeah, I got this one. Tom's
okay?
my pal,
Okay.
my coworker, guy I used to see frequently that now I don't see because I sit on my couch all day.
Look at that score.
I know. So this one,
Oh,
click it.
I didn't
look at
see
Tom's
that.
Defense.
oh, H.
Who?
Renee.
Go to Minnesota's defense for that first score.
Oh, she's
That's a
Indianapolis.
tough way to lose it.
Indianapolis defense.
Yep.
You want to go to? You want us to go to game day?
Yeah, go to game day. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll talk the bracket out and we can look at the scores because that one was a heartbreaker. So Renee got off to a hot start with Kittle on Thursday night. And then just first game Saturday morning, the Colts put up 34 points and completely ripped the momentum.
That's to lose to a defense scoring more than most every player in the league.
He was the highest. That was the high score for the.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Dak had 33.
And the Colts still lost.
That game entered Monday night. Tom needed 9 points out of McLaurin, got 10. So it was just real brutal for Renee. Good year though.
Oh.
And she would have lost Hurts for this week most likely anyway. So maybe it's better off to just lose now.
Yeah, it is. But when you have Diggs not able to score you one more point when Allen throws 4 touchdowns.
Right. Or Zonda. I mean, he's not.
Oh, and Zonda.
Expect more than 2 points. In the other game, in the NFC, the Giants, which is Ash. That's not Ash. That's
Wes,
the British guy.
The other Brit, yeah.
And then Jason B, who popped into Discord for 5 seconds.
He did. He must have accidentally said hi to us.
Yeah, he popped into the memes channel to ask a question about a rule, which I responded to him, but he never got back. Anyway, Wes's team is good. That's my kind of takeaway here.
Is it good?
Yeah, he put up 150. He's got Burrow, McCaffrey, Kenneth Walker, AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill. And then his tight end sus, but he got 20 points out of him this week.
You know how oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, that's all we need to see.
Oh my, I have no idea what I was going to say. Good Lord. Adrian, you know how I know we're older than everyone else? We don't use words like sus.
It felt a little weird coming out of my mouth, and I'm only 29. So.
I had a girl tell me that she shortened issue to ish. We got an ish here. Is she saying issue? Have you heard that one, Justin?
No.
Oh, I thought I was missing something, but what's that?
Nothing. Let's move on.
All right.
So
okay, so then next week we have who's the Vikings then?
Tom. Yeah,
Wes is playing Tom. That's right.
Yep.
Okay, Wes and Tom.
Hard. That's hard for me because Tom, being my work friend, real life friend. Wes is probably one of the people I talk to most on Discord, just in like private messages. So I'm rooting for whoever promises to buy me the best gift if they win. I already told him.
I'm
about
thinking
that.
that must be Tom, because I don't think Wes really.
Has to be, yeah.
I
Shipping
don't know.
Foreign
alone
land.
would be
Wes-
Yeah,
rough.
Wes
shipping
said-
alone.
Wes said if I come out and visit, he'll get me something. So we'll see.
Dude, I bet you're the type of person that would go out there and visit and watch
Yes.
a
I'd love to go to England.
soccer match.
Yeah, Mike, I was gonna go the
Should we
end of this
go?
year, but now I got some bills coming up that I might have to push it back a little.
Yeah. How is your arm? What's up with the arm? Is it just broken? Did you get pins?
Completely shattered into like 15 pieces. There's 2
Oh.
plates and 11 screws.
Oh, I'm so sorry, bro.
And then 2 broken
you-
bones in my foot, but they're clean breaks. 1 in the foot, 1 in the ankle.
Bro, you got hit by a vehicle.
A Cadillac.
You ruined someone's
Well,
Cadillac.
It was
bro.
a 2000 Cadillac.
You gave
A little
someone
more
some
steel.
insurance money.
Yeah. Have you guys
Dude.
seen Parks and Rec?
Some.
All right. There's one character who, one of his signature lines, they ask him how he made all his money. He's like, I got run over by a Lexus. And that's me, except for I didn't get any money out of it.
Dude, you got run over by probably the strongest vehicle known to
Yeah,
humanity.
2000 Cadillac is beefy. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Those whites
Luckily,
built that well.
It clipped me, and I'm pretty sure I broke my elbow on his windshield.
Oh,
Like I think my arm was out and hit his windshield and sent me flying. I think that'd be my.
Dude,
And then I landed on my foot, maybe.
you so got hit by a car that your elbow touched the windshield?
I think so. I don't know for sure, but the police report said the windshield was cracked,
Huh.
and the rear view
Oh.
mirror got busted off.
That is not good.
Oh, really? Oh, that's kind of.
That is not fun, bro.
So
You
in the
got hit by
AFC, we're all rooting against Zach.
Bro,
right?
you got hit by a car. Okay. Yes. Yes, we are all rooting against Zach.
So Zach put up a good
Um,
week beating Earl. Earl got 51 out of Kirk Cousins, which should be enough to win, but it just wasn't because the rest of his team kind of stunk.
Dang it, Earl had Cousins and lost.
Yeah, but I mean, then Zach canceled out with 48 from Mahomes.
Oh, he has Mahomes. Yeah.
Yeah, so Mahomes
Yeah.
and Kelsey.
Hey, let's click into Zach's league real quick. I mean his team real quick.
Game day
his-
or no?
No,
Yeah, go to
just
game day.
just his team. You know, she's not pretty, right? I mean,
No.
what the fuck, Zach? She's
No.
I mean, I know she's
Step up
someone's
your game.
daughter. And
Step
in
up your game.
hindsight, she's pretty.
Like,
But
like you'd
that-
say
that
no
put
if
her-
she asked.
I mean, I'm not into, and you know what? Some people just don't photo well, maybe.
There,
I
I think
mean,
she's pretty. I
that's-
want it on record. I think she's a pretty woman.
Okay, I'm gonna meet you. I'm being picky, but do you guys remember Jason K's NFL chick?
No.
That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm
Browns
talking
one?
about.
All
Yeah,
right.
shoot over to that one. Shoot
Browns.
over to the Browns. Yeah, I don't even think his team was good enough to make the toilet bowl.
Oh, here we go.
But yeah, the Brown. Okay,
Kind of.
really, Adrian, you don't like that? She is rather
Yes.
childlike.
Yes.
I'm actually seeing which we're gonna need to change the screen.
Yeah,
We're gonna need to change the screen.
I would like.
But yeah. So let's click into his team real quick. I want to see just kind of
It's
who
the
I'm gonna
Chiefs.
be facing.
He owns the Chiefs.
So he's gonna be starting Mahomes against me.
Yep.
He's gonna be starting CMC.
Yep.
He's got Diggs. Oh,
You're starting him.
so Diggs,
Kelsey.
Drake. I mean,
Oh.
London.
Boyd in
Got some
London,
holes.
and Kelsey. That's scary there. Just the Kelsey and
Mahomes and
Mahomes,
Kelsey
but
alone can beat you.
I agree. Mahomes and Kelsey alone can be 100.
Yeah,
right?
but you ain't got no issue. Have
Well,
you looked at your team
well,
lately?
Yeah, no,
Uh,
my
Because
team.
it sure scared the crap out of me.
Let's go to that final matchup, which is between these two lovers, I believe, right? Or the
Yes,
Jaguars,
yeah.
AJ?
Yes.
So you got
Yeah.
52 out of Josh Allen and lost. How does that make you feel?
Oh, that's terrible. Terrible.
How does it
I
make
didn't
you
get
feel having
anything out of my
24
receivers
on the
at all.
bench from Stevenson? Not that would have mattered, but
Well, yes,
You
and I made a late move to take him out because he was.
Oh.
They said he was active,
Yeah.
but you don't know if he was going to play, or how much he was going to play.
But
I
it
think
mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Jefferson,
have mattered.
CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
luckily it didn't matter. But at that point, I think I would have started Stevenson and just say, I'm going up against, a team that I probably should lose to. Click on my team real quick. And that's what I only say this because that's what I did with a couple leagues. I also lost the league I'm thinking of. But so I got Burrow, I got Dalvin, I got Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Waddle, and then Hawkinson. But it bears repeating how defense can just shift. I got New England, and New England, they put up numbers.
They did. Well, they had a defensive touchdown, right?
They did against the Raiders.
Before we leave NFL, I have a question for you, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any world in which you bench Dalvin Cook for Jerick McKinnon next week?
I thought about doing it this week, and after he does it again,
Mahomes a little bit.
But he did. He was playing the Texans, so
fair. But it's 2 good weeks in a row, not just one.
He was playing against the Texans, which you'd think that he would be more handy in the pass game. You're right, but honestly, so what's worse or better? Me starting McKinnon and losing, or starting my stud and losing?
I'd rather lose with Cook out there than McKinnon.
That's what it comes down to.
But the last 2 weeks, 28 and 30 for McKinnon.
I know, bro.
I was just wondering if there's any thought behind it for you.
I think I defer to just saying, don't try to get too cute.
Fair.
But I mean, it's a real debate.
Yeah, I'm with you. If you're gonna lose with your stud, the guy who got you there.
What I would think about doing is trading for Ramondre at this point, but most people who have Ramondre are keeping him.
Yeah, they're not gonna send him to you for less than.
I know, which 'tis the season to pay up, 'tis the season to be a bit rapey, and try to grow from it. But I don't even know if there's anything that I could deploy to get Ramondre because of his salary right now. But then what do I do? What if I lose because if I didn't, whole thing. But I think I have a good squad going up against Zach. So Zach and I will face off in the AFC Championship game. Anything else you got to say about NFL?
Nope.
I like your odds.
It's kind of fun. These semifinals is 4 people I talk to often. Kind of fun.
Yeah, it is fun. This is the last one. JB, yeah.
JB.
Yes, sir.
My only saving grace.
Well, NFL is my last fight, my last dog in the fight. JB is your last dog in the fight. I have some players, Adrian. I mean, I have McKinnon for $1. I would love to rape you, and all of you, touch all the parts and make it. Wow, it's all Kyle in these trades. But let me know if you're looking to move. I'm talking to Todd as well. He let me know that he'll get back to me later today. So I'm not going to leverage, working an angle with him, but I'm talking with him as I should. I got a cheap option in McKinnon. If I would be super fair with that. I don't know what your situation is, but let me know. Try to get better.
I'd rather have a receiver. I mean, that's if I had to make a move, it would be for a receiver.
For receiver, okay.
Yeah.
Those are a little tougher to part with as I'm, crying in my, stewing in my tears. But I'll kind of go through these trades as what I was thinking. So I end up. There was another one. Oh, you guys touched on those last week, and yes, everything you said was right. I'll just leave it there. You guys were spot on. You followed. Then I ended up trading away Jacobs and Kamara for Christian McCaffrey. The salaries equaled the same. What I was trying to do, it's so depressing. What I was trying to do is get Kamara and Jacobs production in one roster spot. And I did it. So the goal was met.
Yeah.
CMC's production was more than Jacobs and Kamara. Jacobs was going up against New England. Kamara hasn't been doing very well. And you know what? The fantasy footballers suck. They're not that good. If all of us quit our jobs and did this for a living, we'd be better than them. They're not that good.
Right.
I just want everyone to really hear that. They're touting Kamara. I thought maybe I made a mistake. They all said top 15. Stupid. He might have been actually, but he didn't do very well. So CMC outpaced both of them. Good. Now I can put in Foreman or McKinnon and get bonus points, right? Because of course I would have started Jacobs and Kamara in 2 roster spots. So I took up CMC for both of their production. Then I have all gravy in the next production. But Foreman got me like 1 point, and I didn't start McKinnon. Okay, good friggin' Lord. So that I don't really love Kamara for next year, although I have him a bunch. I also don't think, for what it's worth, that his suspension is going to be that bad.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be really bad to be more than 6 games. 6 games I can live with, because then you have a 26-year-old. You think what?
Set in stone, 6 games. Put me on the record.
6 games, right? I'm thinking, and 6 games is a lot. That means the NFL is pissed, right? So that trade worked out. I also like Christian McCaffrey for next year, probably more than Jacobs and Kamara together. Kamara's got his issue. Jacobs, this is a contract year for him. So I figure he's playing lights out. Will he do it again next year? I think he'll be good because he's good. But I think this year he's just lighting it absolutely on fire. So good. So that I wanted it good for this year and happy with it next year. Then the next one, Kyle ends up dealing with Adrian. Speak on it, brother.
Sorry, what?
You could speak on your trade with Kyle.
Sorry, I had the daughter asking me something.
Problem.
Hey,
problem.
so I had to make a move because obviously I had Debo and he was not playing. So I was on my receivers. I get receivers, they get hurt. First it's Cup, then it's Mooney, then it's Debo. And I saw my season going down. So I said, I just got to make a move. So I hit up Kyle and hit him up and hit him up and hit him up and hit him up. Then I saw he traded with Jason. So I hit him up again and said, hey, do you not like me?
Oh, was he not responding?
No, he was responding, but he said, I'll get back with you. I'll get back with you. And then I was like, okay. He was tied up. He was busy. And then I saw him do a trade. I was like, must not be that busy. But yeah, he was busy. But he ended up, he was a man of his word, and he said he would send me over something a couple hours before game time because San Francisco played that Thursday. So, and if I was going to move Debo, I had to do it. So that was it. Just getting Stephon Diggs to help secure my playoff run. And so gave up Debo and Mooney and to get my Diggs, kind of like what you did in GA.
What do you think's more expensive, Debo and Mooney for Diggs, or DJ Moore, a late 23 first and a 24 second for Diggs? I think I paid more.
I think you paid a touch more. More in a second probably equals Debo, and then I'd take a first over Mooney right now.
Right. I think that's about how I worked it out
too. It's pretty close to those two.
Did you say a second and more for Debo?
Yeah, probably. Would you take that if you're the Debo owner?
No.
But he loves
That's
Debo,
true.
though.
I love Debo, yeah.
And I really love Moore. I think we all do, but we've got let down by him so many times that it's kind of dampening our feelings for him.
Oh yeah, he hasn't had a steady quarterback to build that rapport with.
That's kind of the silver lining. That's where you'll kind of always say, but maybe next year type thing. But I loved your trade. I thought it was great. I also am very happy for Kyle that he got two great assets if he's going to deal Diggs. And I will say this, love Kyle. He was super disappointed after trading Christian Watson. Is that his name? Christian Watson and a first for Higgins, and then Higgins went down after one play. So he told me, I'm super bummed and I'm out for a while of communication with NDL because he just told me he's sad. And I totally understood. So it's not you. He's probably one of the more active people. If you hit him up, he's hitting you back pretty quick. So I'll just say, wasn't you. He was just pretty bummed by that trade. And
he's going full 180. Full 180 for next year.
Is that what he said?
No, I mean, he's look at all the trades he's done.
I know.
So he's switching it up. So
he is. And I think he's having fun with it, right?
Yeah.
I think, and you know what? That's kind of just what you got to do. And so what did I do? I told him about my DJ Moore trade, and hopefully it was a little misery loves company-ish. I also did tell him, listen, if I win JB, I'm going to swap that trade out if I still have the assets or do whatever I can, because I felt horrible after Higgins went down. But he's having fun with it, right? He's out there. He's placing trades. He's having fun. He says this is how the cookie crumbles. So then I go ahead.
Lamar Jackson.
And that's so I didn't counter at all. I said, listen, I have Lamar ranked way higher than Dak, but I do love Dak's weapons. I saved about $4, which does help me actually in JB with everything being so tight. But I figured, listen, if I win, it's gonna be because Dak really helped me. If I lose, am I gonna be okay not having Lamar next year and riding with Dak? And ultimately, it was just a win this year because I have to have him. I'm not going to start Lamar even his first game back. And next year, is it 6 and 1/2 dozen in the other? Lamar will probably outproduce Dak most games, but then Lamar
until
might
the playoffs.
miss. Yeah, dang it. I hope you're wrong, but it's been right too much. So
yeah.
So and again, this trade worked out for me, right? I was gonna start Huntley. Huntley ended up scoring like 8 points. Dak did well. I don't think he lit the world on fire, but I think that he did much better than I would have had. You can go to the game day. We'll wrap this puppy up with how the league turned out.
You gonna go to game day or playoffs? Playoffs?
Oh, whatever you were doing was perfect. Yeah, that. So I ended up playing, there we are. So 12-team league. So NFC, we'll start with the NFC. Mache, right? Mache's Lions. Yep. Mache goes against Jim. Jim fell pretty hard, lost by 42 points. 182 points in JB isn't lighting the world on fire. It's just you had a really good day, 182 points. He will advance. Good job, Mache. You're doing well. The only other league you're in, you advanced in that one. So you're in the semis in both leagues you're in. Very, very well done. You beat me. You're an asshole, but very, very well done. Then Nick, he lit the world on fire with 206 points. Very well done again. Oh, he beat Chris?
He beat Chris. Yes.
Holy crap. Oh, I didn't notice that we beat.
Yes.
He took down Goliath.
It was an upset.
Go into that game day, bro. Let's see what that is real quick. Oh, wow. He did it, bro. Oh, I didn't see him losing.
Yes, he did.
I'm very happy for you that Chris lost. So Chris, he started Burrow and Carr. Both did really well. He started CMC and Pollard. CMC did really well. Pollard, 19 for 75 and 4 for 31. Great as your RB2. Devontae Adams, Carr didn't need him. He got 6 points. Tyreek Hill did pretty darn well. 9 for 69 and a receiving touchdown. Not the Tyreek Hill that he wanted to have happen, but did pretty well. Justin Jefferson did really well. Curtis Samuel, he needed to start Curtis Samuel because why? Because he didn't want Donta Foreman. Good job. Didn't want Mac Hollins. which ended up still wouldn't have done it. But
No.
Okay, and then Fryermuth got 0,
Get
bro.
0. Yes,
Oh,
that's brutal.
That's brutal. Then Nick, I always like my interactions with Nick. Never had any interactions with Chris. We all know how I feel about Chris. So Nick, well done, brother. Josh Allen, 52 points. Geno Smith, your what do we call him? That's your dude, or your white knight, or that's the horse you rode in on and riding out on. Adrian
Cabrito.
loves Geno.
My little
Yeah,
Cabrito.
is that right? Amen,
Yeah.
brother. Then Derrick Henry, yetied all over the place, did really well. Joe Mixon. What's up with Joe Mixon? How come P. Ryan can do this and Joe Mixon can't? P. Ryan's not better than Mixon, is he?
No.
Weird.
Right?
I don't know.
What is happening? Does Burrow feed P. Ryan and not feed Mixon? None of us.
Attempts isn't that many either. I don't know. We'll figure it out. He'll figure it out.
16 touches.
And then
11 rushes.
We'll have that 5 touchdown game randomly, and it's like, everything's normal again.
He had 4. He tossed for 204 touchdowns, and none to Mixon. But yeah. Then he had Jerry Jeudy, did all right, 7 for 76. Lockett did all right, 7 for 68 before he broke his finger. Then he started Donovan Peoples-Jones, and he ended up going 4 for 31 and another receiving touchdown. Well done, Nick. Who did he start him over? Started him over McKinnon.
Yeah,
he started him over
Jones.
What's that?
Would you play McKinnon over Donovan Peoples-Jones next week?
I would have played McKinnon over Jones this week.
Yeah, same.
I would play McKinnon over Donovan Peoples-Jones again. Yes,
I guess
and it's the
Lockett's out. That's that spot right there.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's going to be rough.
Maybe Renfro, maybe over Jones.
Maybe. I mean,
Jones has actually been doing good.
Jones at this point.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, you're right, Adrian. Donovan Peoples-Jones has been.
I tried to get him from Super Van, but he wouldn't. He wouldn't respond to my trades or anything. Yeah.
Van's been quite busy this year, I think.
Yeah, because you look at what Donovan Peoples-Jones have done.
I agree.
mean, 19.4 the week before,
Great.
and then 15.1.
2 down weeks.
So
solid.
Yeah, I mean, he's been silently killing it.
I'm with you, bro. Yeah, no one's really talking about him. Analysts aren't talking about him. Podcasts aren't talking. We didn't really ever talk about him.
He's young. He's 23 still.
Bro.
Wow.
What if Donovan Peoples-Jones is on the opposite side, opposite of Cooper, and they got Watson with Chubb and Hunt coming out of the backfield?
Yeah.
I
tried to get him. Because I like what he was doing.
Yeah. I'm with you. Good job starting Donovan Peoples-Jones over McKinnon. I wouldn't have done that. I would have been right, but you felt something and you got 4 for 31 and a touchdown. So I'll give you credit. Good job. Kittle did very well for you. Amon-Ra didn't do much.
No.
That's a rush. 7 for 76 and then 6 yards on the ground, but still 15. I mean, Kittle was really the saving grace, right? Chris got beat by a Kittle. Pat Fryermuth got 0. Kittle's 30 points, and he lost by 23 points. Well done, Nick. Good Lord. That's really impressive. Didn't we say something about Chris though, saying like he should upgrade Derek Carr? Didn't we say we did?
I think so.
I mean, he scored 30 points. You can't expect much out of your super flex spot than 30 points. But could he have done better? Could he have gotten a tight? I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. Chris started a great lineup. Who did he sit? Komet, Julio, Donta. No, I mean, no one on IR.
Yeah,
good job.
He's been scoring good all week. I mean, all year.
Yeah.
So.
Fryermuth. Yeah, no, he's been solid. So yeah. Nick advances, Mache advances. They meet in the championship game. Well done to you guys. Then who do we got in the AFC? Give it to me. Say it proudly, bro.
We have Jason Williams.
Oh, we're going to talk about the losers. That's right.
Todd.
Oh,
which God. Todd's been tough all year. I mean, Todd scored some points.
Todd
197
scored
to
some points.
168.
Yeah.
So Todd moved on. And
Yep.
then we had Todd's counterpart there in Louisiana, Roy, going up against me. I was a little worried. I mean, Roy has a pretty good team.
Yeah, he does.
So, but I was able to kind of squeak out, even though I had to start Diggs and Davis both, which kind of
Oh, did you?
scared me. Yeah.
At least Davis had a decent wide receiver 3 game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not bad. Well done, brother. Very, very well done. Took down Roy. Roy, love you, bro. Good job. You have a great team. You kept a lot of it intact. You didn't sell out to win and then go down. So you've got a great base. You got a killer team, bro. Really, really bummed that you're in our division, my division. That said, it's going to be a fun year next year because Zach's got a good team. Zach's got a good team. He's got some good picks. Fortunately, he doesn't have any
Quarterback.
That's right.
He's a quarterback.
He does, and he'll get one. But I was going to ask you guys, how do you feel about Watson next year? Don't have any bias. Justin, let's see, Justin. Think about it, Adrian. I'm going to have you put your bias aside, Adrian.
From what I've seen the last couple of weeks, low end QB1, probably.
I'm seeing him getting better each week.
Yeah. He's got decent weapons, like we've said. He's athletic. We've seen him be great before. With
Still young.
Off-field issues, like taking all that stuff out, he's probably a mid to low end QB1 next year.
Yeah,
Adrian?
I don't think he's going to have the passing yards because it's it's a run first team, so it's going to be a lot of Chubb.
But has it been lately?
Yeah, Chubb's been running a lot.
He doesn't have the Hopkins like he did in Houston, which hurts.
I mean, he's going to have those. He's going to have those play action long passes, but I don't think they're not a pass first team. So I don't think he's going to have the passing yardage. Yes, he'll have some rushes.
Kyle. Click on the Jags real quick. Click on Chubb. 9.
The last
8,
3 weeks.
8.
Look at the attempts though. 21. 14,
You're right.
26.
Well said. 21 for 99.
Just no
in the
touchdowns.
NFL is very good. You're right. I'll give it to you. But 2 targets for no receptions, 3 for 3 and 20 yards. That's cool. 1 reception, no receptions, 3 targets. So
he's not gonna be dumping it off.
Yeah. He's and if he's dumping it off, he's dumping it off to the slot guy or Hunt. I don't even know what Hunt's been doing, but
not much.
But I have a sneaky suspicion that next year Watson's getting right back into the fast lane, and it might be 2 more years until he's the Watson we knew. But I have a funny feeling, and all that to say, Watson's on Roy's team. That Watson's about to be something special again.
I'm glad you think so, because I don't.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be special. I think he'll be very serviceable though.
I'd say, and we're almost done, Adrian. I'd say, I'd say quarterback 6 is his floor in 2 years.
Sounds like we got a spicy bet coming next season.
Hey, that'd be fun. I'd say for next year we're still looking at QB. I'd still say 10 though.
Yeah, I think 10 to 14 would be my guess for next year.
You still think that? Okay, but I do think in 2 years we're looking at top echelon, and that's with Fields gaining some traction. That's with maybe Trey Lance coming in, but Burrow peeking into the top 5. But congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations, Adrian. Taking this league. I really wish I would have advanced in JB. I'm alive in NFL. I do have a good team, but I'm going up against Zach, and that's just worse than anything if I lose to him. But I will congratulate him though if he wins, of course.
Zach this week.
You're a dick. I knew
try
it.
it on, see how it feels.
It's gonna feel like you just murdered a family of 4. All right. Hey, much love. Anything else, guys?
It'll probably feel like I got hit by a car, would be my guess.
Dude, you got hit by a vehicle.
Yeah.
Like a car, like an actual car hit you and broke your body.
Yeah.
And so many. Ooh, yeah. Oh, bro.
Yeah.
So are you going to be able to like exercise ever again?
Yeah.
With
They
your arm?
expect full recovery down the road.
How old are you? 26?
29.
29? 29, bro. You know what?
Remember
You
that.
probably broke it in a really sweet age. Not too young where it's not messing with development. Not too old where you're
I
like,
would have
you know,
preferred
brittle
like
and
24.
24 probably would have been better.
What I
Yes.
gather, when it gets cold, it's gonna hurt.
Dude, your elbow broke a windshield. That is so messed
Correct.
up, bro.
I don't know that for sure. It's just what I assume, given the police report.
Something in your body broke a windshield of a motor vehicle.
Hey, ask me how I broke my foot.
How'd you break your foot?
I have no idea.
You mean this time?
Yeah, I have no idea. I landed
Dude,
on
it's
it.
because you got hit by a car. You got hit
Right.
by a car and you just fucking shattered. Your
Yeah,
body shattered.
Well, I don't know if like it got run over, if I landed on it, if it hit the car too. I have no idea. It broke. That's all I know.
Bro, I'm so
I
sorry,
didn't
dude.
know my elbow was broken until like 6 hours later. So my foot hurt so bad. They do all these foot scans, right? They cut my pants off because they got to get it off. They're like, we're gonna cut your shirt off too. And I was like, can I just take it off? So I just take it off. No problem with a broken elbow. And then like 6 hours after my foot scans, they come like, hey, we got to scan your elbow too. And I was like, why? And like, we think it might be broken. I was like, oh, okay.
So you were able to like use it and it wasn't flopping around because
I
you
wasn't
said it
using it.
shattered.
I was very drugged at that
You
time.
took your shirt off. That's pretty using.
Yeah, that was before they gave me any drugs or anything. But yeah, I was using it. My foot hurt so bad. I didn't even know my elbow hurt.
Are you right-handed?
Yeah.
Are you writing with your left now? Or are you
Nah,
just not writing?
I'm writing. Like signing things for doctor stuff. I'm just using the right.
So are you hooking up with the stranger lately? Or are you still using the right? Or are you just
It's a little bit of stranger action.
that's fun.
Yeah.
Huh?
Feels like it's like a
That's
whole new
silly.
experience.
Bro, I'm so excited for you, bro. That's neat. I'm gonna mix it up tonight just for fun, bro. Hey, dude, love you guys, dude. Hey, I'm so pumped for everyone that advanced. I'm super sad for me on the 2 that I lost, but that's fantasy. I'm having fun with it. Hope you guys have fun with it. Anything else, guys?
Come
We
by
good?
here, Montgomery in 32.
All right.
And this is not the finals, I guess, right?
Yep. One more week. 2
Now
weeks.
finals. We got 2 more weeks of games in the NDL.
Yes.
I'm pumped, bro. Good luck to you guys next week. We'll see you later. Deuces. Be well.
Adrian, you got to end it.